Listening activity. 1.
We sell quite a lot of city breaks, although beach holidays are still ahead. Skiing holidays are also doing well, and we've sold almost as many of those as of the city breaks.
2. How much is that in total?
Well, the holiday costs £485, but with the refund you've been given because of the problems you had on your last holiday with us, that's £425.
But what about the travel insurance I'm taking out?
Oh, yes. So it comes to £455 altogether. Would you like to pay by cheque or credit card?
3.
I've booked a holiday at the Lanida Hotel, but I've heard it's uncomfortable, and I'm wondering about changing it.
Most customers are very satisfied. I see from your booking that you want a mountain view, and the Sutherland doesn't have that. Another possibility is the Crown, but it's outside the town, so I really don't think you should change. 4.
We've had an unusual 6 months for holiday bookings. January's bookings were reasonably good, and that was followed by a small fall in February. After that, sales increased each month, apart from a drop in May.
5. I suppose most holiday bookings are made by families with children, aren't they?
Actually, only a third of bookings, and there's about the same number of couples.
So, who are your other customers?
Well, most of the rest are groups of friends, and there's a small but growing number of people going on holiday on their own. How can a company keep its high flyers? Every company needs high flyers, staff who perform very effectively and have the potential and the ambition to reach the top. Without people like this, a company would have difficulty gaining and maintaining a competitive advantage. High flyers have a range of skills that their employer needs. One might be the ability to develop strategies and see what problems may occur. Another, a skill at persuading other staff to accept changes. How can companies identify the high flyers who are already within the organisation? In a small business, where the owner knows all the staff well, this is easy. But a larger organisation needs a system for discovering the strengths of its employees. Often this takes the form of an annual appraisal, an interview once a year in which an employee and his or her line manager discuss the employee's work in the past year, his/her training needs, and agree on objectives for the coming year. This gives line managers the chance to identify their reportees' potential and to plan training and work experience to prepare them for promotion. Perhaps the greatest risk for the company is losing its high flyers to competitors. Someone who is ambitious probably wants an early opportunity to move into a higher position, and if that isn't offered by their current employer, another firm might prove more attractive. So, thought needs to be put into retaining high flyers. A relatively high salary probably won't be enough. High flyers can usually get a good salary more easily than other people, and so they take it for granted. They are more likely to be motivated by responsibility, so it's important that their line managers give them projects which they own. This provides an incentive to remain with the company and to feel they have something to contribute, while at the same time developing further skills. High flyers also need a challenge. If they have a dull routine, with tasks they can do without using their brain, the company can expect to lose them. Most important of all is how the company makes its high flyers feel. If staff members feel valued, they will probably stay. But a company that doesn't care about its high flyers can't expect much loyalty from them in return. The best organizations treat their staff as people, while the worst treat them as tools or machines. So, if companies give their high flyers respect, responsibility, challenges, a clear career path within the company and a good salary, these valuable people are likely to stay, and both they and their organization will benefit. Listening activity. Hello, Jenny. Thanks for letting me interview you for this article about high flyers.
You're welcome. I hope the readers will find it interesting.
I'm sure they will. Now, have you always been ambitious?
Yes, though when I was a child I wanted to be a scientist. The idea of going into business never crossed my mind until I went to university.
So, did you do a degree in business?
Actually, I studied geology, which is probably as different as it's possible to be. And I enjoyed it a lot. But during the holidays I worked as a sales assistant in a department store, and I got interested in how retail businesses were run, things like customer service and logistics.
Uh-huh.
Then when I graduated 2 years ago, a big supermarket chain accepted me on their management training program. I learned an enormous amount from it, and it helped me to decide what to focus on.
And what was that?
Human resources. I really enjoy helping people to develop their skills. When I completed the training program, I joined the company's HR department as a middle manager, and I've just been promoted.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
And where do you hope to be in 5 years' time?
By then I hope I'll be the head of employee development, but my objective for the longer term is to be head of HR in a large company.